I'm gonna start with apologizing for the wind and if it gets in the way of understanding what I'm about to say. Besides that, I also want to thank you for all the love that you showed me. Those that know what I'm talking about know that I'm talking about them. Thank you. I want to thank you for seeing yourself in me and for showing me a piece of myself through you. Because although a lot of us wish that we could just go into loner mode and pretend we don't need people, we need people. We need connection. We need that intimacy. We need someone to just remind us, you're great, you're loved. And there's nothing more empowering than receiving the love of somebody else. So thank you. Thank you to all those out there that just open themselves up to me and share their life with me in their stories and become one with my story. When we merge these stories, these human bodies, these consciousness, this is when we practice the oneness that pervades everything. And it's beautiful to remember it with somebody else. This video is about not toning ourselves down for anybody else. I'm gonna start by talking about my own example. All my life, I felt like I had to tone myself down for people. Like, no, don't be too crazy. Don't do this too much because you might make somebody feel insecure. You might make somebody feel less. But with time, I discovered that that has nothing to do with me. And it took me a while to realize it because I had a lot of people in my life that would tell me that would be like, no, don't do this too much. Don't look too pretty. Don't do this or that because you're gonna make somebody else feel less. And in turn, once again, with time, you discover that is out of your control. That people's insecurities are theirs to work on, not yours. I go to the gym a lot. I go to the gym 5, 6 times a week, and I still work out on my days off because I have group sessions and I just work out with my friends and anybody that wants to. So, my conclusion is I work out a lot. I work hard for the body that I have. Not only that, but for years I've been working on my mental health and I've been working on changing my perspectives and opening my heart, having more courage to become who I want to be and discovering myself more. Um, I've been working on this for years and I started working on my body about a year ago. So, what can I say? I work hard for who I am. To have to tone myself down for anybody because I'm gonna make anybody feel less feels a little out of character. Like I have to stop being me because I'm gonna get somebody mad. But once again, that has nothing to do with me. I was that person too. I felt less because somebody else's greatness was a threat to myself. But it wasn't until I started focusing on who I was in my own self improvement that stopped. See, I feel like in a way we're too concerned with watching other people and not directing our energy towards ourselves. So when that happens, we have all these insecurities arise from it. And it's not fair for any of us to have to tone ourselves down because somebody's gonna feel less. I admit that every time that I felt less inspired by somebody else's greatness, it has been me. It has been my lack of self love and the problem that I had with myself. It never had anything to do with anybody else. So why should I stop being myself for anybody? Why should I tone down my love? Why should I love less because somebody can't take it or because I'm too much for anybody? This world needs too much. The type of too much that breaks open through egotistic barriers and inspires people to connect deeply with one another. This is the too much that I we need as a collective whole. But since we don't have that, we just blame our insecurities on other people like it's their fault. Let's blame it on their greatness, but it's not. It is in each one of us in order to be able to be the best person we can be. It's not up to anybody. So working on my body doesn't make me an egotistic person. If I want to be me, if I want to go do a handstand in the middle of nowhere, I'm not showing off. I'm being myself. If anybody has a problem with that, it is not my fault. It's none of my business. They have a problem with themselves. If they can't take somebody else's greatness, we should be happy for other people. But when we let our own insecurities be the reason as to why we create grudges or any feelings against anybody else, it's all a reflection of our own lack of self-love. So don't tone yourself down for anybody. Don't love less because the person you like said that you're too much, because you're too intense, or because you know too much and you seem to have the answer for everything. Be yourself. Be free. You are enough. You are too much and you're too little. You're all of it all at once. Why? Because we are going to encounter different people in our lives that are going to inspire that contrast in the whole spectrum. So we need to discover that we are just fine exactly how we are, and I am fine exactly as I am. And once again, sorry for the wind. It's not fair for our world to have to tone ourselves down to cater to somebody's insecurities and mediocrity. It is up to each one of us to be the best person we can be, not anybody else. I am proud of who I am, and I'm not going to stop being myself for anybody because it upsets them. I'm not. I'm tired of it. I've been doing it for years. For years, I was that girl. Sorry for the wind. So this is a message for all of you guys out there. For all you guys that are too much, too awesome, too involved in your self-improvement. To all those people that really love themselves and that focus on themselves. Don't let anybody else tell you to stop or to minimize who you are because they're insecure. That's not your fault. That is theirs. That's their responsibility. When you become responsible for your own being, you realize that others are too. So there's no reason to tone yourself down for anybody. We need too much. We need to build new foundations for this world. The only way we're going to do it is by being authentic. Not by paying attention to the masses that are telling us to tone ourselves down because we're too much. We're never too much. We're exactly where we need to be.